All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. I got you. 21.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, the ball. Hey.
The first carry out. This is Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 13.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You're not ready. Slam. Hey, alert.
Here's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. 56. Here we go. Switch it. Come on. 21. Here we go. Switch gears.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, gun. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 57 the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at about the 14. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. They will run for the first time here with White. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Cummings. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mariota now. And a dump off to White. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, it's caught. Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Vincent Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
White. 57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
21. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 30. Hey, Orbit. Hey. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Check.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
At their own 21-yard line. Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt for the Colts.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Lucky. 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Just like that.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Mariota complete. Smith has it.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
First down, here's White. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let him know. 3. 94 is the mark.
Mariota to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
1. 94 is the mark. Hey, tight. 94 is the mark. Don't get nervous. 1. 94 is the exit. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 94 is the mark. Down the list.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. He's mine. Hey, check, Mike. 11.
Now Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll start the drive with a give to Wade. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All day. Hey, one set. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. 54. One. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing is Mariota. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And bring it. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Three. Mike 5-4. Bring it. Hey, one set. Check, Mike 54.
Mariota on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the curl. One. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. 3 buzz. 53's the Mike. 54. Better bring. One. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Let's go. Hands up.
3rd and long here for Mariota. On the slant, he gets it to Clark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Check 26. Round 18. Recon, 132 fighting.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Cummings, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Tennessee going to use this. So as they take it over, we step aside. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Vincent Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Push him back. Push him back. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go, here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Matt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, let's bring it. 2. Let's bring it. 2. Bravo. Check Mike 39. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike. White.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
13.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hey, Team 6.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Back, back, back. Kill, kill, kill. Three. Watch the safety trip.
On first down, White. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Three.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. The open man is Smith. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Mike. Blue 18. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
They go with White on the counter. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
To throw, Mariota. He's got Smith here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Again, it's Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That's it, baby. We go work.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check. 11. Hey, exit. 56.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Let's make these babies cry.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
12 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Jim. 13. Come. Watch that hunt.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert. 57's right. Too little, cut. Hey, wahoo. Check, Mike 57. I got you, boy.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57. Omaha. It's our time.
To throw is Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
First down, Titans.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's White. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He completes this one to Mack. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Echo.
Check Mike 39. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's our field. 57 to Mike. 57. Smooth.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check the outs. Check the outs.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Joker. Big Ed.
Hey, gun.
On me. Hey, check Mike 39. Check.
White.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 39. Get him. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
We got 4. Check 3.
1st down, Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run on first down. It's White. Now White lost the football, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 30 on second down, Mariota complete. Smith has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Check safety, check safety.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Oh, he stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
53's the mic, 53.
Throwing, Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Alex Anzalone, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Who that? Who that? Hey, check Mike 39.
Hey, high 7.
Enemy's trash. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They've gone final now out in Kansas City, and it was the Chiefs who emerged victorious. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
So this one,